But of course, if I'm miserable, that means... You're right. Maybe I don't.
This episode's a bundle of joy.
Right? Come on. We just started the night. You're going to bum me out already?
Hello and welcome back
Hey.
to Bookend Gaming. I'm Eric.
I'm Travis. I was waiting for you to go first this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, we've discussed this. It makes more sense. It just sounds better. Eric and Travis, not Travis and... Yeah.
Pleasing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like you don't say gravy and biscuits.
Sure.
I don't know.
Pepper and salt.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. All right. I don't know if I read this already. So I'm just going to read it again.
Read it again.
Okay, there's people outside and they're rowdy.
Nailed it. Next.
Okay. Yeah. We won't even read it from now on. We're just going to kind of skim it and be like, okay, this is what's happening.
Yeah, we did, because I remember like they're cursing and laughing.
That's,
yeah. Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. They're outside. Drunk already, kids? Of course. Who am I to judge? A couple more months of this job and I'll be investing in a flask to give my morning coffee the extra kick it needs. Ranger Smith may actually end up being my life model. Praise be to Smith. Yosemite eyes the window.
Friends of yours? Forgot her voice.
No, God no. I scoff, but it comes off sounding more like a hiss.
I don't have friends.
A day on the job where I don't have to deal with those hellspawn tracking their carbon footprint in here is a day well spent.
That's what I thought.
Well, she loves you now. She chuckles to herself. It reminds me of how snide some of my college professors were. Their latte in their hand and their head up their ass. She swipes away a strand of sweat that drips down her cheek.
Sounds dangerous.
That ain't sweat. And what, pray tell, did you think this time?
That I was wrong about you.
I devote myself to Pup, picking off more pieces of the pancake to give to him. Whatever I can do to make it look like I'm not paying attention to her, but always making sure to keep her within the corner of my eye.
You rubbed my rocks all the right ways. Last night I could have sworn I saw some conflict swimming around in those dead eyes of yours.
Yeah, she was conflicted over shooting you or not.
Sniffling in the corner like a little bitch, crying about how tired you were.
Unzipping her jacket, damn it, all the way, she starts to fan herself.
Oh,
but
it's getting hot in here.
Oh, I'm feeling faint. But that slight breeze doesn't cool down my simmering blood. It's like she's trying to roast me until I burn. What gives her the right to pry, to poke at me until I spill my guts? I'm not here to be judged.
Too bad.
The only conflict last night was you three. Of course I'd be tired. Why do you care?
Because I'm tired, too, of your attitude.
Tired of your bullshit.
Tired of you people prioritizing that ranger image so people don't realize you're actually hired thugs.
Oh god, they found out we're owned by the mafia.
You're just one branch on a tree that doesn't even care about you. A bureaucratic arm I'd rather see cut off than fester. You're not here to educate. You're not here to persevere. That's what
there it is. Yeah.
No, it's preserve.
No, it's preserve.
Yeah, I was trying to say persevere.
Wait.
Not unless preservation looks like a permit.
Yeah, that's not preserve.
Yeah, preserve.
But preserve is P-R-E, not P-E-R.
Well,
is that a typo?
Preserve.
Because she says preservation right here.
Preserve.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, moving on.
No. You're here to protect the bottom line, to shake people down when they just want to get away from the hell you've created, to make sure there's enough resources intact to vacuum money up when your masters come calling.
I mean, like, the National Parks Department of the U.S. government is probably the only not shitty part of the U.S. government.
What are you talking, man? I've seen your type before. You don't care. Putting on that dumb hat just makes you think you do.
Whatever, it makes me look cool.
Oh, I like my hat.
You're wrong. I was different. I actually did care, right? There was never any glory in this, just a slow descent into misery. Unless that's where the glory's at. Pride for being a glorified security guard that doubles as a janitor, cleaning up the messes of the only people lower on the totem than me. Because the only thing that separates them from me is... what? Me caring enough to be miserable for it. But of course, if I'm miserable, that means... You're right. Maybe I don't.
This episode's a bundle of joy.
Right? Come on. We just started the night. You're going to bum me out already? I bend over and pat Pup's head. He paws at my leg for more, but I stand up.
That's nice.
Maybe carrying got too hard. Maybe it wasn't worth the pain it caused. I take several steps, stopping at her chair. There is one thing I care about, though.
Go on.
Sweat runs down Yosemite's cheeks in streams. She pants heavy breaths, her chest heaving in and out.
Oh, sure.
This is okay. More graphic than you needed to get, I feel like. Getting you the hell out of here. I'm radioing this in. That's right, Eve. Do what you have to do. What you should have done all along.
You got me all hot and bothered with your narrative.
Yeah. You tease. I start for the fossilized radio on the desk, but Yosemite shoots out of her chair. Zion cowers back.
Go ahead. Do it. Prove to me you're just another Frau.
I think that's supposed to be Frau.
Yeah.
Not Fraulein.
Oh shit, I fell over.
Her voice dissolves into breathy air. There's a solid thump. When I turn around, she's sprawled out on the floor. She did fall over.
Photosynthesis.
Yosemite! Before I can even connect the dots, Zion and Yellowstone are already at her side on their knees.
Please help me. I am dying.
Yellowstone grabs a stack of paper from the table and fans her. Zion squeezes her hand. I race back over and bend a knee. Heat radiates from her like an oven. I press my hand against her forehead. As soon as I touch her skin, my hand burns. I yelp and pull away. It's
another typo.
Yeah, it felt like I just touched a skillet and the burn seared through a layer of skin. A fever? Zion shakes her head.
A fire.
Yosemite opens her eyes, glossy and unfocused. Her breath pumps in and out as she fights to get up. Don't move. You'll make it worse.
It's close.
It's in my loins.
I'm coming.
She lets out a pained groan. A small hole burns through her jacket sleeve. Orange embers crisping around the edges.
Oh, no.
It sizzles like a cigarette being snuffed out. We better get these clothes off of her.
It was those damn drunken people outside.
Right? Like a cigarette. Oh, no.
I must go.
My people need me. I swing open the door as I rush onto the porch. The faint smell of smoke tickles my nose. Maybe just a campfire. Not good.
So she is affected by what you do.
Yeah, something that happens.
So you could go outside and rub the ground.
Yeah. And just hump an anthill and see what happens. Popping back into the cabin, I snatch my hat and pull it over my head. I can't go outside without it. Yellowstone glances back and forth in a compulsive panic, mumbling words of comfort to Yosemite.
I don't want the top of my head to get tanned.
Maybe you should consider a hat with the giant mountain on your head. Zion sniffs back a few tears, then looks to me with wavering calmness. Her tiny voice cracks a little.
How far is it?
I don't answer. That familiar smoky smell, harsher than a chimney, drifts into the cabin.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a bloodhound. I'm not sure what's going on, and I'm not sure how they know what's going on, but after these last 12 hours, I'm not taking any risks. Get her to the couch, and whatever you do, stay here. But Eve, we can...
Hopefully nothing ever happens in one of their parks. It's going to take forever
you're
to get
screwed.
There.
Why are you here? I run outside, slamming the door before Yellowstone can finish. As I sprint down the path, swatting away the branches and leaves, my eyes start to burn like they've been open for too long. But no matter how many times I blink, that poking sting doesn't go away. Crowd of voices yell up ahead, all shouting over each other, and all scared.
Put it in! Put it out!
What are Gorons doing here?
I don't know. It's dumbass camper number 3.
I'm doing what I can. Now stay back and quit crying.
What did we tell you, man? You just had to be the rugged mountain man.
He gets it. He didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, shit.
I finally
It's a big fire.
Wow. How did we not notice this before? I finally tear my way into a small clearing circled by trees. Just a big enough space for morons to cause trouble. A patch of blazing red dances on top of a pile of twigs beneath a tree. The fire branches out on both sides like a trail of dynamite, splitting into a short V. The trunk of the tree is blackened with soot.
Uh-oh. Are you the only...
Sorry.
Are you the only ranger here?
I mean, in this area, I guess.
Yeah.
A group of familiar campers, I only recognize them by their jackets, stomp on the knee-high flames, all their faces twisted in fear. The one I talked to last night swats his green jacket over it, like that's gonna make any difference now.
What did you do?
What the hell is going on here?
Smokey just walks by. Sorry.
It was 420.
Yeah.
Most of their faces go sheet white, and for a moment they forget about the fire. The kid with the green jacket just keeps swatting the ground, yet whenever he lifts it back up, the flames climb that much higher. You! 3 seconds to tell me what happened.
Science class lied to me.
Flammable and inflammable mean the same thing? Who knew?
Yeah.
I point at him, and this time he manages to pull himself away. He turns to me, his eyes red and watery from the smoke.
Sure, the smoke.
I already forgot which one was
I
which.
don't know. We were...
1,
I thought I put it out.
2,
Right? I didn't mean to.
3. Get out of the way before your jacket catches, because that's what's important.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
I march over and shove him into his friends. He doesn't resist, stumbling into their arms like a limp scarecrow. Shove a lot of scarecrows? All of you, get away from here. Back to the campground.
If I only had a brain.
Wow, that was... Why did I think of that? They watch me with wide, vacant stares. If I were a truck driver, I'd have mowed them down by now. A cow truck driver, to be exact.
We need milk, stat.
Move it! All except one nod and start tripping their way through the woods. The kid with the green jacket stares at the growing fire, his knees quivering. His little girlfriend glances back and cups her hands over her mouth. Oh, one of them's a girl.
Oh my god, there's a fire. Come on, let her take care of it.
She looks like a fireman. He shakes himself out of it, then wipes his eyes as he runs off into the woods. My attention turns to the fire. Stomping on it would just submerge me waist deep in the blaze.
Yeah, you think? Probably need a fire department.
Yeah, get some water. The base of the tree trunk ignites, and the embers float down onto the scattered path of twigs that makes lines for the surrounding trees. I dig my boot into the ground and kick clouds of dirt into it. Specks of ember are snuffed out, but the fire remains just as tall. Unstrapping my walkie-talkie from my waist, I press the comm button and speak into it. Though, to whoever's listening in, it probably sounds more like an anxiety attack. Fire! Oh god, how did we pronounce this? Tuolumne Station. This is Ranger Adams? Adams?
Eve Adams. See what they did there?
No. Oh, yes. Religion, I get it now. We have a situation behind the cabin post. 1070. I repeat, 1070. Get dispatched to send out a fire unit.
Hold on, let me open my spreadsheet.
I thought a 1070 was a kidnapping. A broken voice crackles through the static.
Adams, 1071. Repeat. Nature. Fire.
Everything here's nature. Tuolumne Station, do you read me? Tuolumne Station. Oh, you.
Over.
I look around and realize just how caged in by these trees I am. No wonder the signal's so jumbled. I didn't notice a fire extinguisher at the cabin, and the station is less than a mile away. If I ran, I could warn them, but with how quickly this thing is getting out of control... I scan the clearing. Snow is still on the ground, half melted and tossed around in random splotches.
Just go get Yellowstone and point her at the guys. Point her geyser at all the fire.
Hold her sideways and tickle her.
If that's how she solves this, it's going to be amazing.
It's not a lot, but it could work. I scrape up as much snow as I can sandwich together. Clots of black dirt stain the white. It feels like dry ice in my hands. I toss it over the fire. Most of the snow melts in an instant, but a section of the fire is extinguished along with it. Alright, only 700 more times and I'll be done.
Yeah. I need more snow.
For a brief second, relief washes over me, but just as fast it's ripped away, the fire flares up, engulfing more of the tree. I wince as the heat kisses my skin, the flames inching closer.
Les burn.
This is the most action I've gotten in years. A forest fire on the first day. Wonderful.
Alright, well, we'll see what happens to the forest and Yosemite.
She's dead. Everyone's dead.
Next time. Oh god. That's how the first episode's going to end, her dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pup's gonna burn to death.
Oh, man.
You better not. I feel bad for even saying that now.
I'm safe in the cabin.
The wooden cabin, yeah.
Oh, shit.